today for a very important assembly where we'd like to discuss, or we're going to share with you some stories about organ and tissue donation. By show of hands, how many people are already familiar with organ and tissue donation? Well, that's fantastic. And the whole idea of today, what we're doing today is, what we're involved with, our school's chosen to be, we're involved in an assembly it's called Torch of Champions, where this is something, a program that was started for awareness about organ donation and tissue donation. And George Marcello is going across the country with his team, and he's passing, it's almost like an Olympic torch, that he's passing from one area to the next. So we're going to stop off. He's actually just traveled to Newfoundland. We're going to stop off first here in Nova Scotia. We're going to travel through the Port Hawkesbury and a few other stops in Nova Scotia. But we're the very first stop here in Nova Scotia. And the whole point of today is just to become more aware of organ and tissue donation. And by showing hands that we already saw, everybody's pretty aware of what actually takes place. But a few of these people are going to share their stories with you today. Okay, and right now I'd like to introduce the Torch of Champions, who are representing not only our school, but also the Sydney area and Nova Scotia. And they are TRACEY and KIRSTEN. And he's actually going to share his story with you today about awaiting a liver transplant. So right now we have Mr. Mackenzie to come up and say a few words.
Really the brain behind and the inspiration behind this Torch of Champions. So, Mr. Marcello.
Thank you, Mrs. McKenzie. I want to just talk about the torch, first of all. On September the 5th, 2001, I got a call from Vatican City, and at first I thought it was a prank call from my friend Billy, and I was asked to bring the torch to Vatican City to meet His Holiness, the late Pope John Paul II. And I arrived there on September the 5th, 2001, and I brought that torch to His Holiness, and His Holiness held the torch and he blessed it. And on that day, he stated that organ and tissue donation is a genuine act of love. And he encouraged the entire world to become organ donors. And he blessed the torch and he said to carry it throughout Canada. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. And that's why we were happy to have your school involved in this. We were happy that your principal, Mrs. Mackenzie, agreed to take part in this. And we were happy that 2 student torch champions were selected, KIRSTEN and TRACEY Martin. Now I have a little surprise for both of them, and I was holding on all day because I didn't mention it earlier, but I just got word that, you know the Screaming Eagles hockey team? Yeah. Everybody knows them? Do you like them? Yeah. You're fans, right? Yeah, okay. Well, they phoned me up because they knew we were doing this, and they asked me to tell KIRSTEN and TRACEY that they have 2 tickets waiting for them on Tuesday, 2 free tickets to pick them up at the box office. And on that day, they're going to make a special announcement during the game about what they did. So, word. So now we have the Screaming Eagles behind us as well on this venture. So I want to thank everybody for coming here, and you're going to hear 3 very inspirational speakers. Thank you. God bless you.
Right now we're going to have Christopher Knowles come up and speak with you, and he's going to share with you his story about why it's important to be an organ donor or a tissue donor.
Thank you, and good afternoon. My name is Christopher Knowles, and about 3 years ago I carried the torch of life across Canada and up north in Nunavut, Canada. The torch that I carried represents saving lives. I believe that because it helps save my life. I've been waiting for a liver transplant my whole life, and I'm currently on hold for a liver transplant today. Today I was honored to pass the torch to your 2 representatives in your community, Kirsten and Tracy. Now I'd like to say, please don't take your organs to heaven. Heaven knows we need them here. So could Kirsten and Tracy come up and say a few words? Thank you.
Organ donations. Personally, I don't know much about it, but I do know some things. Saves lives. When you pass away, the doctors take your organs and give them to sick people who need them so they can live longer. You don't have to die to donate them either. If a family member or close friend needed an organ, then you could, if you were a match obviously, you could give it to them. It wouldn't be as long as the wait. First of all, the waits are really long. They can be anywhere from 2 years to 20 years. Actually, my mom just told me recently that when you pass away and are a donor, they come down from Dalhousie in Halifax to pick up the remains, and they take it back with them. We get the body back for a proper burial. I was signed up to be a donor since I was 2 years ago. My parents kind of explained it to me when I was younger, but I didn't really get it, so I just kind of went along with it. But now I do know, I'm proud to say I am a donor. Hopefully at the end of this presentation, I can walk away knowing something more about organ donations.
Hi girls. Hi Tracy. Hi Bill. We are here today to help raise awareness for organ donations. So I'm supposed to talk about it. But the truth is that I don't actually know anything about it. Well, today I learned stuff, but that's what it is. But shouldn't I really know more about it? I know it's a good thing to do. And, well, I can't say I'm the only one who doesn't know about it, right? Or else we wouldn't be here. So how can we fix that? We don't really talk about it in school. We had an assembly once, but the people in it were scary. They're like, I might have died, say someone else. And that really didn't educate us. But it is true. And that's what this is all about, to help people like me who aren't well educated on the subject, to let them know that it could save lives and to learn how to do it.
So after hearing those stories, I just hope that now we can all go away with a better appreciation of how important